Hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution Claire's Sanctuary. We've rescued our dinosaurs. We wasted our time curing everybody. So now we are here on Sanctuary, building, well, a sanctuary, kind of. By that I mean we're basically building another Jurassic World. So we have to get started, and the dinosaurs are on their way. So the convenient thing about Claire's Sanctuary is if we look at the map, once I've built it, if we look at the map, we have got this little area here that's sort of nothing there. It's not really that useful, so that's going to be our building area, I reckon. So if we just get some of our things on the go here. I know we are technically under a time limit, but it's fine. Oop, that's the camera. Our terrain constraints. That's going to be your biggest enemy in this game is terrain constraints. And a tree. Okay, so we got those. I just need a power station. Unfortunately, I'm limited to the small power stations because, well, I would be anyway. Alright, now what this means is that I need to now have a pathway that links all the way over here. We will, when we get the monorail, I will fix this. But before that, don't need to worry about it. So let's build some path. Just go around here because everything needs to be connected to your arrival point, which is weirdly one of the only buildings that doesn't require any power, so I don't get how that works. Where's the... Hello? Why can't I connect anything to the power station? There we go. I was like, what's going on? Alright, we just need to get an enclosure on the go. Now, I think it brings the dinosaurs in what order you selected them, which I believe was Ankylosaurus, Triceratops for the first two. I think, but because of what the missions involve, we need to be careful about which dinosaurs we're mixing with here. So if we just, well, that'll do. The good thing about Ankylosaurs and Ceratopsians is that they are not in the slightest bit picky about their enclosure. Like this is more than enough, way more than enough. Put it up in there. Put a viewing thing in. You don't need it. Weirdly for this game, you don't actually need dinosaur visibility. You do in Jurassic Park mode, but not in Jurassic World mode. This is not going to look neat. I never make my parks look neat. Just need to make a load of power lines. Oh, really? I can't just do that. And we need our guest facilities. So we want a hotel because we got quite a lot of money. We can have a hotel in here. Where do I really want this? I kind of need room for my other exhibits, but anyway. We need... I think I still need to research a few things now. Yes, so we just need to research these.
First, dinosaurs are almost here. Let's make sure they find a way to their new homes.
Thank goodness for GPS, right?
Okay, we're gonna need to build like 2 enclosures here. Will that reset it? Alright, got to build a big open enclosure now. Because I messed that up. Let's just have one here. What we will need at some point is a Hammond Creation Lab. Because we can get quite a lot of our dinosaurs in this one. Unfortunately, Brachiosaurus needs a very big enclosure. You do get a scenery bonus for the other plants and the rocks, but they also get in your way of building things. That may be too small, but we'll find out. That's probably way too small. So build that one there. Just don't get a full view of the enclosure, but it doesn't matter. All it really does is it just means that your guests are going to pay you a bit more money. That's all it really means. See, I don't know why I can't tell you what dinosaurs are coming in to begin with. Don't want to get rid of too much because sauropods love trees. It seems a bit backwards to me that sauropods always need to have like a load of trees everywhere. But that does just seem backwards. You think that, I mean, they're sauropods. Why would they want a load of trees in? I know they eat from the trees, but A, your dinosaurs don't eat from the plants in this game. And two, they're sauropods. They need a lot of space, and a forest does not really provide a sauropod with a lot of space. We'll wait till the Brachiosaurus for that one. Feeder in there. Yes, now we can transport the Triceratops. It's the wrong one. Your three main buildings: clothes shop, restaurant, arcade. They are the only three of these buildings you'll need. You want these as well, or at least the medium power station. But that is it when it comes to buildings like this. We're going to want to get some of these other things. We're going to want the... they're useless. Electrified light steel fence. They're useless. Where's the electrified heavy steel fence? I don't get that. Oh no, it's that one. Okay, yeah. It's like, that's the one I want. Okay, Ankylosaurus can go in this enclosure. Then a little bit of water. And then, again, give him a nice feeder. And now we can use, now we have our new viable genome, Triceratops. But every dinosaur is only going to give you a 50% genome. Could I not put that there? Oh well. I mean, you'll be okay. Yeah, you're okay. What pattern are you? Woodland. The woodland pattern. You're not so bad. You look like you're very camouflaged. Yeah, you get all this information just here. So you got like its condition and stats and everything.
Heading to collect the asset.
I'm not going to be able to click on it now. Yeah, the Brachiosaurus is almost certainly going to need more space than this. A gate on each exhibit, so our ranger teams can get in there once I create them, once they've given them life.
Delivery complete.
You done? So I thought you should be long done by now. And this is our expedition map, so we might get T-Rex later on. I can't do anything until I've researched the others, can I? Alright, let's just get them going, shall we? See what we get. It automatically gives me some stuff for T-Rex. Let's just get our other buildings on the way. Clothes shop. This looks so badly done. This is very badly done. I don't know where to put it. You all get to look in on the Ankylosaurus. My guests will complain that that is too far away. Toilets. Toilets are easy because they're small. And an arcade. Just put that on the back. I'm gonna need that monorail station. And now I already need another power station, don't I? Yes I do. Which is annoying because power stations are expensive. These trees. They're more annoying than anything. Build a path there. Let's just get them researching diseases first. Most of these things are useless, but you do get the odd. There are some things that you will need, and diseases is one of them. Where is Brachiosaurus? We're here. Ooh, you have just enough grassland. That's fine. We can deal with that. Okay. And well, that's being built because power stations take forever to be constructed, and the bigger they are, the longer it takes. Trying to connect to the toilet though is a weird one. Toilets were something that were added in one of the last updates. Originally the game didn't have them. You can only sell DNA so much though. Oops. This is Africa.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Very good, what he said.
Okay.
Alright, Struthiomimus and Gallimimus, they can both go in here, that's fine. Not every dinosaur arrives in this specific mission. Yeah, Sanctuary, it's also a pretty good sized map. It's not as big as New Blanc North, but you know, it's good enough. Its challenge requirements are pretty much the same.
En route to pick up the asset.
Always on the run. What's gonna you? Rainforest skin. Yeah, that's not so bad. But it gives you a lot of time to prepare for the Gallimimus that I don't need to prepare for. No, I think you're just the null version, aren't you? What are you? You're the rainforest pattern. It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of the Ankylosaurus skins kind of all look the same. You need a substation. Yeah, you can replace like existing pylons with a substation. Road's coming in. I believe I got the blue Struthiomimus, which is good because that's my favourites. It was kind of hard to tell because it was night time. Bring him down and see what we have. Eventually. Da 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 da. I got the. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. You got the Savannah pattern. Oh, you're still nice as well. You'll definitely be happy. They don't exactly require much. So you can view the stats and everything here. Then it gives you a small profile. So it's a small Struthiomimus, a small ornithomimid. It eats from ground herbivore feeders. It doesn't eat much. They live in large social groups. What it doesn't tell you is that they are also perfectly fine living by themselves. They need a very small area of grassland and a smaller area of forest, and they can be eaten by anything except Compsognathus. And then you got just a few other things here. What type of dinosaur it is. Stuff you don't really need to know. It's all well and good giving you these enclosure sizes. It's not really telling you anything. How am I supposed to know what that is? How long it takes before they start breaking out, so it's very, very low. They're susceptible to the common cold, which I guess means its health goes down faster. I don't really know. Dinosaur star rating. Stuff like that, that's really it. Some more details on it. And like its genome and everything. So how many shots it can take from a dart, how long it takes to recover when it's stressed.
Asset collection request received.
That sort of stuff goes to Triceratops instead now. You can see its age, I don't know what its age is in, and its expected lifespan. So it's got 100% authenticity. And then you just got like miscellaneous stuff. How many people has it killed? The herbivores, it never goes above 0 no matter how many they actually kill. Some have been medicated, some have been tranquilized, how many diseases it's had, what you could sell it for, which will go down as the animal ages. It's never going to kill a goat because it's a Triceratops. And then there's like a single star rating thing up here. You can rename them if you want to. I don't really bother with that sort of stuff. Yeah. Simple as that. I should be researching things. And your InGen database is also here. We're not really worried about that here, though. I don't want to sell it. I need it. Why is Triceratops 100% genome, but the others aren't? Palladium sells for a fortune. Is it just going to keep on bringing me out into the middle of this every single time? Research. Stick with diseases for now. We're going to need other things later on. Right, science also seems to be kept secure. That's simple and easy enough. Oh, I haven't connected my hotel. Not that it means anything when there's this few things here. And then we can see our park's progress. So you got your missions. I think Cabot was supposed to be telling us something there about the Hammond Foundation fee, but I think it glitched out. So that's all we're going to see because we're on Claire Sanctuary. We can't see that much. Go back. Thank you. Your finances. Doesn't mean much really. And your overall park rating. You got a facility rating and a dinosaur rating. What's wrong with my facility rating? Food. Is it because the food thing is too far away from everything else? Then my transport rating is weirdly at 100%. So we need 8 species, 5,500, and you got a load of other things. Authenticity is how much genome you have, how much you modify a dinosaur, how many fights it's won, and hunting counts as well. Dinosaurs that might have injuries or are starving or something like that. I don't really get how welfare variety penalty works. It's got something to do with the number of species you have. Trees and rocks, stuff like that. We want to see all of this.
So far, so good. Now to ensure our new arrivals are comfortable in their enclosures.
Yep, we just did this. I don't know why we need to do it again. I've got an expedition team out. Yes, I do. See, our star rating's already getting up there, but because you don't get that many dinosaurs, it is quite difficult with Claire's Sanctuary. You can see your overall progress with everything here. You can get an idea of what is lacking. Yeah, see, like over here, it's lacking food. This one's close enough to the shop, but this one isn't. Toilets, it's all fine. It's just a matter of the location. The arcades. Yeah, again, this one's just a bit far out. It doesn't matter, really. Fossils. Ceratops. You know how good a fossil or something is going to be depending on the star rating. Amber is always 4 stars. They'll be as low as 1, as high, and amber is always 4. The higher the genome, the less DNA you get out of it. So like a 3-star fossil might be worth like 30% when it's at 0. But it will be worth like 8% when you're at 90. So it's gonna vary. The Sankylosaurus will get company, I can assure you. Firstly, we can... maybe I could... Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping us. Why can't we just... What to do with this? The problem is, these buildings, they're so huge. I kind of should have put this somewhere else first, really. Okay, if we just rotate our creation lab, then we can have a small little area. And then this can be where we can transport the dinosaurs from. That's all you need, really. We might be able to connect a proper enclosure here to something later on. I'm sure that doesn't look stupid at all. No, of course not. The mission just ends once this timer is over. Yeah, that's all it does. Lovely stuff.
Yay! Because of us, the dinosaurs have a new home. Welcome to Sanctuary.
Well, well, well. Look at what you've done. Never a doubt in my mind.
Really?
Correct. I never doubted you'd fail. But I'm glad, obviously, that you didn't. Either way, I kind of feel like I was winning. So, color me surprised. And who doesn't like a surprise?
We don't like surprises.
Discovery, then. We like those, right?
Yes, discoveries. That's what we're about.
Alright, mission number 2. Paleobotany.
Our priority on Sanctuary should be the dinosaurs first. Everything else is secondary. Part of that focus will be on the welfare of these animals, specifically their nutrition. Together, we are going to reintroduce them to prehistoric plant life. With our new island comes new dinosaurs. Specifically, we are going to research and incubate a Euoplocephalus. Start by getting fossil and genome data.
I see you're looking to introduce new dinosaurs to Sanctuary. A Euoplocephalus. There's a mouthful, huh? Fortunately, it looks like a herbivore, so shouldn't be any of its mouth full of me, right?
So there's a lot more building upgrades that we're going to need now as well. So we got our extra dig team, our extra research team. We only got one extra one though, rather than the usual 2. Anyway, the problem is this is going to be a while because we're going to want to get its DNA up. We've got to research the thing first. I forgot to send a dig team out again. Do I bother with that now or do I wait until he's finished? Oh, we can send one team out. Let's go with that. So I guess the Triceratops that we already have is at 100%. But, you know, we can still gain access and research new dinosaurs. We can easily just make another Triceratops. Did I not give you food? You are dying because I am not giving you any food. I could have sworn that I put did I just put in another small feeder? I do that quite often. No, I just didn't give it anything. I'm so sorry, Brachiosaurus. I was wondering where I had a welfare penalty. You should be okay now. They're very slow to react to these things sometimes. Once it says looking for food, that's all we'll need. The dinosaurs are also very robotic. There we go. Spotted the feeder. It's the only thing Brachiosaurus can feed from there. You can change the prices of these, but we're not going to bother with that right now. Really, we want to get the DNA up first before we start making too many dinosaurs, because a dinosaur book can fail if it's not 100%. Okay, so we want to research. Good with that for now. Get our extra dig team out. Oh, dig yield. We need to apply dig yield to our expedition center. Dig yield is your best friend in this game. Right, let's get some extraction speed on the go, but I think we're fine with that really. Right, dig yield, and dig yield. So it's not going to affect the current expedition, but it should affect it from this point onwards. Do I have research cost? Yes, I do. Keep the research down. I could have applied these at the beginning, or whenever they became available. Do I have anything for this? Outer protection 1. Improved output 1. If you add an improved output thing, it can cause the power station to malfunction. You get a power outage if that happens, and it happens quite a lot, so always apply improved output before you apply anything else. Well, you'll be okay if you add like the upkeep costs, but otherwise don't do that. It's an ankylosaur, but it's not the ankylosaur we need now. So you want Procephalus. We might get some Struthiomimus fossils while we're at it. That's the only issue with this. Getting 100% DNA takes a while. Send out the other dig team while we're at it. The Oplocephalus is only at 1 dig site, which is also really annoying when that happens. Especially when that 1 dig site has another dinosaur in it. Yeah, we'll start filling that thing up eventually. Once we have a bit more, we just need to get a bit more DNA, that's the only problem. And then we can get stuff going. Maybe we can make 1 dinosaur. I think I have, well, I do have success rate. So let's see, now we got an extra 20%, so that takes it to 89 Triceratops. Let's try and make another Ankylosaurus and another Triceratops. If they fail, uh-oh. And then if we go around here, need a ranger station. Can't see where the enclosure fencing is, but I think we're okay. Just about. And an ACU, which I don't think I've quite got the space for, so let's back it out a bit. There we go. Why does the path want me to go over there? Oh, so I guess it's just off. Is that? That's not even joins or anything. There we go. We need a substation. Which I've unfortunately built in such a place where I can't really fix anything. Or I can't connect it to anything, I should say. Yeah, okay, you're still good at the moment. Right, Procephalus, gold! Always believe. Yeah, we've been over that already. Ah, power. What's that power? You see it. I thought it said, I didn't even see a little no substation thing on there, but whatever. Oh, I miss large substations, which is weird because I don't use them in challenge mode that much anyway. It's weird. It's like when you're in challenge mode, which is where I spend most of my time in this game, your research goes by faster, but your research goes slower, but your expeditions go faster. So it's like some things are better in challenge mode, some things aren't. So just while we're waiting, There's a lot of things here. We can't gain access to any of this just yet. Give your dinosaurs different colours, different modifications. Don't really need many of these yet. We might want to get some of the other different skin variations, or cosmetic genes I should say, at some point. We will want this at some point. Might be able to get away with this one actually. And, well, that's mandatory. Even then, that's just the drivable one. It's actually already researched. Extended feeders, complete mission 4. What mission are we doing now? I think this is mission 4, isn't it? Building upgrades. Don't really I never bother with like the accuracy thing. I just make sure that I can assign various tasks. Why can't I do it for the ranger team and not for this one? Oh, it's because I researched that already. That was it. Let's just get them on the go right now. My research priorities are currently all over the place. How are you guys doing? Yeah, you both made it. Every dinosaur has a unique exit animation, kind of. By which I mean, they reuse the animations for certain dinosaur groups. Hello, lovely. We got our trophy. Life finds a way that you guys can't see. So that's the Ankylosaurus. Let's get the Triceratops out. There would normally be music playing, and I thought I only turned off the licensed music. I didn't realise that this was licensed music. Well, each dinosaur group gets its own unique piece of licensed music as well. I guess. Right, let's get you guys sedated.
Adding task.
You and you. Oh, both Struthia and Mimus. That's not helpful to me. I don't mind one. Oh, God. So much Struthia and Mimus. I don't mind one Struthi, but don't go giving me all of it. I need that Euoplocephalus. Okay, so we've got 2 things of medical. 2 research things now. So let's get ourselves a medium power station. Once we have everything that is mandatory, before we get to all the paleobossiny, we can then start working on our alternate skins. Triceratops, get you on the go. Come on, why can't I select anything? Because of the trees, is that it? Trees are like a major obstacle in this game. No, the Ankylosaurus is going in here. You can only gain access to so many dinosaurs, sadly, here. 14 in all. Because... no, I rescued just one of each dinosaur, didn't I? So we have Albertosaurus, so the carnivores will be here eventually. Albertosaurus and Baryonyx and Carnosaurus. And then we will also get Euoplocephalus, Oranosaurus, the 2 new dinosaurs. We have access. We completed that mission, so we can get T-Rex. Velociraptor is also here for some reason. And then it also gives us access to Kentrosaurus and Polacanthus, which makes me wonder, why are we timed for all of this? So that made absolutely no sense there. We're not timed. The gameplay is paused when you go to the InGen database. It makes me wonder, why can't we just build make all the dinosaurs again if we're just capable of getting new DNA? These guys are at 0, so what's the point? But you can get bits of information for each dinosaur. It just gives you some stats. Era, that's an epoch, but they do all make noises as well. Era, Late Cretaceous. Family, Tyrannosauridae. Genus, Albertosaurus. It doesn't say it. Species, Albertosaurus sarcophagus. The numbers are a bit weird. I'd say this is pretty realistic for Albertosaurus, but sometimes they can be way, way off. Feeder type it will eat is a carnivore. Answer means it will eat like other dinosaurs and will feed off of goats. Albertosaurus is a relatively small tyrannosaurid from the late Cretaceous period found in North America. Like other tyrannosaurids, Albertosaurus had a huge head with numerous large teeth and a number of adaptations that allowed its skull to withstand the forces it exerted on its prey. Tyrannosaurs typically bit deeply into the carcass, then pulled back, and their serrated teeth were an indispensable tool in its motion. Teeth serrations lead via what resembles a crack to a round void known as an ampulla. These voids spread forces into a larger surface area. I'm reading the survey. These voids spread forces to a larger surface area on the tooth, lessening the risk of crack developing. In addition to serrated teeth, Albertosaurus had a strong skull with a fused nasal bone and feet that could resist twisting motions as it tore through its prey. Based on the fossil evidence, Albertosaurus had a high mortality rate until it reached the age of around 2 years old, at which point it was the largest carnivore in its environment and no longer at risk of predation. At its peak, Albertosaurus grew by 112 kilograms per year. Albertosaurus, like other tyrannosaurs, had a highly sensitive sense of smell and sound due to large olfactory lobes and ear canals. Albertosaurus was first discovered. The first known Albertosaurus fossil consisted of a partial skull discovered in 1884 in the Red Deer Formation in Alberta, in the Red Deer River, Alberta, by a geological survey in Canada. A second skull was discovered in 1889. The team, not equipped with the proper tools to manage this find, damaged the skull during its recovery. Oh god, I'm not reading all of this. It was named in 1905 in the same paper that T-Rex was named. Its name means Alberta lizard, because that's where it was found. Yeah, when you go to the InGen database though, the game does pause, so absolutely no progress was made during all the time we were there. See InGen database again. Yeah, let's also exit out of that. Nearly there with all of this. Oh, that's the one we already got. It's weird how some things are researched and others aren't. Anything else? It's building upgrades. Oh, I also just bought something else up on screen. I don't think you guys would have seen that, but something was there. Large substation. I'm gonna want these at some point as well. Again with the Struthium mimus. And Triceratops. It's going to do everything in its power now to stop me getting Euplocephalus. Hell Creek. Want anybody else? No, we really don't, because I'm making like no money right now. Which means I'm probably researching the wrong things. I am broke, pretty much. Yeah, we're not going to be researching that. We're not going to be making one of those for a bit. But we have a couple of extra dinosaurs now. Keep getting those two backwards. The hotel does have like a dinosaur viewing area, but it's not very big. So, and that's you can't even see it when you try and look yourself. How you doing? you my new one? No, you're not the new one. Where's the other one? Oh. Hiding in the tree. There you are. This is your default Triceratops. It's not very interesting. It always looks sad though. Look at those eyes. Brachiosaurus. Where's the Gallimimus? We haven't looked at that one yet. So you're quite yellow, are you? Tiger. I don't know what a tiger is, but sure. The Ornithomimus also have teeth for some reason. Something that only like one Ornithomimosaur ever had, which was Pelecanomimus. It had lots of them, but it was like the only one that had them. Yeah, there's really not much difference in the Ankylosaurus between this and that. Finally! Yes, that's more like it. Hopefully that'll get us up there a little bit faster. There's only so much of a dinosaur that you can get in a dig site, and because Struthiomimus is available in like 2 areas, it will eventually stop giving us some there. But it's going to be a while. But you can see what dinosaurs you have available. So if you want to go to the Scollard Formation in Canada, you get Ankylosaurus. The Morrison Formation, just in the USA, is Brachiosaurus, which is available in 3 places. Odd for a very rare dinosaur, but I guess they found bits and pieces of it. I know we don't have much of Brachiosaurus, but I don't know how much we have there. T-Rex, well, we all know that doesn't need a... T-Rex was everywhere. See some of our other ones. The Tendaguru Formation in Tanzania. The Tagama Beds in Niger, however you pronounce it. Oh. That's the help button. Wait, how do I go up? I can't go up because they're on the same thing as here. I'll have to change that. The Frenchman Formation, the Horseshoe Canyon Formation, Dinosaur Park Formation, the Hell Creek Formation. Hell Creek and Morrison are probably the most famous ones. In good old Blighty, the Isle of Wight, and the Smokejack Clay Pit, which is a name that I love. And over in Asia, the Nemec Formation in Mongolia, and the Irendabasu Formation in China. I will not be pronouncing any of the Asian names correctly. Right, is there anything cheap that I can research? At the moment, no. There is not. Yeah, this is always the issue. It's now largely a waiting game. The other thing with Claire's Sanctuary is there's no contracts for me to complete, so like, let the time go by. Oh, Platinum, you are my hero, as always. Platinum is one of the best things you can get. Triceratops, T-Rex. You can sell your fossils as well, but you can only sell them so many times. This isn't like JPOG where you can keep going back to a dig site over and over again, but like the amount of fossils you get and the quality of them will change over time. You can only visit a dig site so many times. So eventually it will say, there is no more value in this dinosaur. Or in this fossil. But everything costs a lot more. So like in JPOG, it didn't cost you anything to send out a dig team. In this game, it does. It costs you to send out a dig team. It costs you to extract fossils. Everything costs a lot more in this game. Once you get going, the money starts becoming very easy. Even here, you have the Hammond Foundation fee, which is something that was initially added in challenge mode, where it takes a certain amount of your money percentage of your income. As you get more, as your income comes in, as your profit increases, the Hammond Foundation fee gets bigger. But if your profit starts going down again, the Hammond Foundation fee does not go down again. It's stupid. I don't know what the point of it is. I advise you look over the finances of the park regularly and maintain a healthy profit. Pay attention to your expenses, as these will be deducted from your income. I'm guessing that is a real person, but I don't know who that is. I don't want to be here because nothing happens when you're here. We can do a bit of landscaping if we want. Let's see if we can add any more to this water. Trees can be quite expensive, but all these other little things aren't. Vibrant. There we go. I like having make it look like the water is just filled with plants. You can mix them together like that. It kind of just gives it like a swampy look. That's really all it is. We've already got that one. It doesn't do much, but it's nice. This was something that was added with Claire's Sanctuary. Originally all it was trees. And that was it. Trees and water. You couldn't... And like the terrain stuff. These weren't here, you couldn't do any of this. So if you want grass, you can have grass. If you want dirt, get some dirt. You can't mix these ones together, sadly. Rock, or you can have sand. But you can't mix them together. You can sort of have them with like the plants, but it doesn't work entirely that well. So like it takes away some of the sand. It's just about sand. It's when you mix it with rock and stuff like that. That's with dirt. It doesn't work at all. Like see, I cannot. It just turns it into grass. Sand is the only one it works with. Otherwise, they just turn into grass, which is why I'm like, well, what's the point? What's the point of adding all this in if I can't actually do anything with it? I want to mix and match, but you're not going to let me do that. Let's give you a slightly sandier exhibit, shall we, Ankylosaurus? I keep pressing the button, I can change the intensity of it a bit. It's not much, but it's enough. I can do that here. You can't. I don't really get the time to do this in sandbox in a challenge mode, but you can do it here, and it's like in a campaign or in, especially in sandbox. There is a fifth one. You got grass, rock, sand, and dirt. There is a fifth one, but it's only available in certain things. There is one called shale, but you can only use that on Sorna 1993 and Isla Pena. You can't use it here. I forgot to send it. No, I didn't. Okay. I just don't pay attention. Oplocephalus, it is almost there, but we need to get it to a certain rating. That's the problem. But we have now... Oh wait, that was just for the stuff that I picked up. Okay, let's go over here. Just gotta keep doing that. Plenty of time. So you're gonna go... Yeah, you got plenty of time left. I think the one with the lowest age rating is the Struthiomimus. But sadly, this is what we have to do. I think you're under a time limit for like the first couple missions, and then the last one it's just you just need the species and that's it. I don't think you need those specific dinosaurs, the specific individuals. I wish I could be guessing him more profit, but sadly I can't. I only have 299 guess. Oh, but weirdly, I now have 5-star facility rating. I don't know how I've accomplished that, but I've done it. Yeah, it requires 8 species, despite the fact that you add in at least 2. you can rescue a minimum of 8 species while you're on Nublar North. Anything we haven't checked yet? There's nothing interesting. Every now and then you can. There's supposedly. I say supposedly. I've seen it on videos. I know they're there. You can get pteranodon that will occasionally fly around, but I've never seen them. Now the PC version does have a healthy modding community, but I don't know how to mod things, so I don't have that confidence yet. Plus, I don't really want to for the main campaign. Maybe when we get to some additional stuff, I might do it, but for this, no, I don't want to use mods. I'm not really that big into the idea of modding a game, even if it does improve it in so many ways. And I've seen the mods, they do. Getting our T-Rex DNA now. I'm going to sell that one. That's the wrong one. The Ophicephalus is getting up there. So it needs to have a rating of 65. At the moment, yeah, rating of 48. We can't really afford to modify it yet. I think I'm going to have to modify it a bit, like maybe get another colour or something. Actually, how much do they cost to research? All around the same, all quite a lot. What does the Ophicephalus get? You can see all the dinosaurs that apply to, even if they're not in challenge mode, in Claire's Sanctuary. There's 68 creatures in all, in the entire game. So like the rainforest, it can be applied to Albertosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Archaeophthalmimus, Baryonyx, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Caspasaurus, Chunkingosaurus, Compsognathus, Corythosaurus, Crichtonsaurus. There's a lot of dinosaurs in this game that's naming of a C. Deinonychus, Edmontosaurus, Gallimimus, Giganotosaurus, Homalocephalae, the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, Myongosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, Metriacanthosaurus, and Pseudoceratops, Olorocyte, Polacanthus, Pteranodon, Spinosaurus, Stegosaurus, Struthiomimus, Digimolus, Styracosaurus, Taurosaurus, Troodon. And that still wasn't everybody. That was hard. Anybody new there? Dryosaurus, Dreadnoughtus, Dracorex, Diplodocus, Allosaurus, Carnosaurus, Phaeangosaurus, Nodosaurus, Oranosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Proceratosaurus, Sauropelta, Triceratops, Velociraptor. Oh, we have a disease. Who is diseased? You're diseased. You have TB. Right, Rangers. Yeah, you should probably also sort out these feeders because they're going to run out very soon. In fact, no, we don't want to do that. We need to fix the building. Do that one and that one. Just Triceratops could just not destroy the vehicle while they're in there, please. They'll attack it at least once, because once your ranger team has done one thing, they then like wait forever to actually start moving anywhere else. It's like they can like kill the Triceratops, and now they're gonna say, oh no, they're actually going immediately. That very rarely ever happens. Syphilis. Always go for that one first. Kylosaurus, Triceratops is so close. I don't think that's quite going to do it. Yeah. Let's go Gallimimus. Oop. Well, we can modify it. Let's have an arid Gallimimus. No, I said I want an arid Gallimimus. And then you've got all sorts of other modifications. Not Gallimimus, you're a Struthiomimus, that's what I meant to say. Struthiomimus is much more cost efficient than Gallimimus. In fact, I think Struthiomimus is the most cost efficient dinosaur in the game. I don't know about maybe Dryosaurus, that's the lowest rated dinosaur, but it is cheaper. I feel so bad for Dryosaurus. Like every game it's in, it's always the lowest rated dinosaur. Why? What's wrong with a Dryosaurus? It's the only 1-star dinosaur in JPOG. It's only got a rating of 6 in this game. Struthiomimus is 9. Why does everybody hate Dryosaurus? I think in the new game, Prehistoric Kingdom, it's the same situation. Hello there. It's weird not hearing the music when they come out.
Confirming task.
How's your upload doing? That has improved that much. 51, we're getting there. We are getting there. They got to fly all the way over there first. Nice, very nice. When you're playing the main campaign, you can get 1-star fossils, but I don't think they exist in Claire's Sanctuary. Which is good, because it means I can get through it faster. Once Triceratops and Ankylosaurus are at 100%, we'll then start going after the Brachiosaurus and Gallimimus. T-Rex can wait. T-Rex is not necessary if I even bother. The problem is, this island, despite it supposedly being a paradise, still gets storms and tornadoes in it. Which seems backwards to me. But for some reason, they still do show up on this island. And T-Rex and Velociraptor, you don't really want them around when there's a storm, because already you're going to have issues with the Albertosaurus. So having something even bigger is not a good idea. Look at that. That's amazing. The Oplocephalus will live in here. I might need to make the enclosure a little bit bigger if I can. Yeah, I can do that. Because the Oplocephalus needs a lot more forest. It's also by far the most sociable of the Ankylosaurs. It's the only one that can't live alone. We need to make 2 of them. Just in case, let's research a skin for it. Genetic research, what one do we want? Rainforest, I like the rainforest. The Oplocephalus, because it's essentially the Jurassic Park 3 Ankylosaurus, before we actually got the Jurassic Park 3 Ankylosaurus. Triceratops is done! Struthiomimus, I think that amber will do it. Then we'll get them going after, it will be Ankylosauridae for a while. Fossils. Yeah, I think we're done with the Struthiomimus. We're not going to get any more from that dig site now. I don't know why you can only have like 6 things set to extract. It stops here. Even no matter how big you made the inventory thing, you can only have up to 6, and there's no way of increasing it. It's not quite going to get us there. The next one should. Really? 98%? 98%. I hate when that happens. But yeah, it's like if I was at 0%, that amber would have given me like nearly 40% or so for Struthiomimus DNA, but that only gave me 7. 6 even. I think it only gave me 6. But that does mean that no matter how much no matter what quality fossil I get now, it will max out Struthium Mimus when it's done. You can change what they serve in here, but it's not going to do much. They have a hat, shirt, a onesie. It's going to be a dinosaur shirt. Increase the price a little bit because I need to be making some profit. Is that higher or lower than what it was before? There's no more staff. Restaurant. Snackosaurus, Jurassic Nom, Giganto Steak. I don't know what Jurassic Nom is, but I'm not sure if I want one. The more expensive your food, the less guests are gonna want to go here. Retro gaming, current gen, next gen. How do they? What? We have future products in here apparently. Go with the arcade, and the toilets are just the toilets. You can't modify them in any way, apart from management staff. I don't know what management staff for a toilet is, but my question is, what kind of toilet houses, like, I think that maximum you can go to is like 1,200. How is this housing 1,200 people? That sounds disgusting. I don't think they thought through that these are toilets. So how does that work? I struggle to believe that this can hold like 320 people already, let alone when I upgrade it. I find that very hard to believe. That's our last Euoplocephalus fossil that we need. Of course it won't give me Struthium Mimus. That'd be way too easy, wouldn't it? Go after Ankylosaurus. But this should do it. Let's just no, let's get to that in a second. It's very close. We're still not there though. So we're going to have to change one of the Euoplocephalus. Only one of them needs to have like the 65 racing though. The other one can just be a normal Euoplocephalus. So 57. So we'll get that one on the go. Then we can modify this one. So that takes us to 67, so we're good there. Right. That was going to take a little bit longer. What I should have done is applied the incubation speed. Right, let's expand this outwards a little bit. Because the Euoplocephalus needs quite a bit of forest, whereas Ankylosaurus doesn't. Ankylosaurus doesn't require anything. How is that outside the buildable area? Get rid of those. Right, it's going to be no bother to these guys. Look at that. Well over. Whether or not it's going to be enough for Euoplocephalus, I don't know. I'd like to get all of the Thyreophorans in here for one enclosure, but I don't think we're going to manage because Ankylosaurus can only have up to 8 dinosaurs. Polacanthus can only have up to 6. So we've got 2 Ankylosaurus, 2 Euoplocephalus. That takes us to 4. Then it's 1 Polacanthus, 5. Yeah, because we need 3 Kentrosaurus. Oh well. Even if I got rid of one of the Ankylosaurus, it's not going to be enough, is it? But it's almost there. And I really do like the Euoplocephalus' exit animation. When we started getting in the DLC dinosaurs, the animations started getting a bit more varied. Rather than reusing the same thing. It depended on what the animation was. Feeding and drinking, less so. But otherwise it did get better. 2 Ankylosaurus Amber, lovely. Still not going to be quite enough, but it's something. Brachiosaurus. Nearly there. There's no gate in this, but I don't really need one. Not yet, anyway. Gallimimus genome complete. For now. Why do I keep calling it a Gallimimus? It's Struthiomimus genome complete. Let this one out. Okay, good. It gave us the right angle. This only really works from one angle, and it gives you like two different angles. It's still giving me the wrong angle. Oh well. That's one. Is this the angle I want? I made the wrong Euoplocephalus. Anyway, I guess I already had one of the things. I don't know what this one is. Is this the arid one? Because this is not rainforest. That much I do know. You're supposed to give me a close-up of the face.
Alright, now make sure our new friend is comfortable in her enclosure.
Okay, quick edit there, because I accidentally hit the stop recording button. I want the button next to it. There may have to be a change, because that's not a good idea. Fossils. That was really stupid. Anyway. Get the Euoplocephalus in their enclosure. Let's just get both brachiosaurs. I know Gallimimus, it can wait. It can wait for a bit. So do I have two Euoplocephalus? No, I thought I researched the rainforest one. I guess I did. I researched arid instead. Ankylosaurus is done. Come on, look, it's not even moving. Have they got the other one yet? Yes, they have. Come there. It's not moving. Now it's moving. I swear to God, these guys sometimes. It seems to vary. I swear, some of the more recent DLC dinosaurs, they seem to have a much harder time tranquilizing. Acrocanthosaurus. How do you struggle with an Acrocanthosaurus? It's gigantic, but they cannot shoot it for the life of them. So we're talking something that's like as big as a T-Rex, but for some reason they cannot shoot it. But they have no issue shooting a Compsognathus, which I'm pretty sure should be killed by the darts. Unlike JPOG, when you sedate a dinosaur, it never wakes up. So you do have to transport them. And I have had times where I've accidentally hit sedate instead of cure. In fact, I think I did that earlier on. Okay, you guys happy in here?
Asset has been delivered.
Find out in a second.
Asset
Wait, up or down? It doesn't look like it's going up. Yeah, we're good. Lovely amber.
We are going to provide our herbivores with some species of plants that were native to them during their first time on Earth. To do so, we need to start by building a greenhouse. Then, we research the plants and grow them. I hope you have a green thumb, because these plants will provide a more authentic diet for our herbivores. It's a branch of research called paleobotany, and it could possibly be the very breakthrough we've been looking for to best care for our animals.
Oh, so in addition to managing the lives of extinct creatures brought back from the dead, we're now gardeners too, right?
Yes, indeed. But that is for next time, so we'll get to work on all of our paleobotany stuff in the next episode. So I